Donny Walker back again. Sorry, I missed a couple of things, you know, and I don't edit, so I just wanted to show you something. Years ago, it was funny, we were running these Comer 80cc kart engines for kids. Pull start engines, centrifugal clutch. Very similar ignition to these, but a CDI. They're Italian made too, I forget who made them. This is a Donny cylinder. The intake system's exactly the same as this jonsered. It's funny because when we were running these, and I used to modify these to a certain spec, and we had, you know, 20, 25 kids running these. They're pretty fast little engines. And I said, man, those cylinders sure look like old jonsered cylinders. And I never did really figure out which jonsered model it was. These are 80 cc's, that's 80 cc's. That's made by Molly. Look at that intake system. The same as this, okay? So the coil, this here, screws, I don't know what were for, maybe off a different model to have the coil onto there. They were not used, these holes weren't used on the kart engines. There's the exhaust. Yeah, and your plug. Sure doesn't look much different than that, eh? There only was so many ways you can build a two-stroke, but I think the Comer company pretty much used the design of a jonsered cylinder and piston assembly, okay? This had a dome piston to it, and you can see the combustion chamber in there. Pretty tight, weird kind of squish to it. But when I take this old one apart, I'll show you what that one looks like inside. I really didn't want to take it apart, but I'm going to do the fuel system anyways and show you how that operates. But when I have it apart, I'll show you how the pulse gets up into the intake, and we can learn from there. And then we can see what it looks like. I'm just dialing in a 501 Echo. These are a hot little saw, the 4910, and this motor apparently are the same CCs. This has a slightly bit better handles to it. Little different ignition. I think the carburetor is the same, but I'll get back to you. These things rip apparently. So the 50cc class, I say there's Charles Briscoe on YouTube channel. Check him out. He's doing a lot with the Echoes, and I just talked to him recently about these. I'll make it rip for Ian Oates, and you'll get it back real soon, buddy. Okay? I'm a little behind on stuff. I've been really busy, but I'll spend my time, go slow, and make it really nice for you. And even when I get time, we'll even try it against my 346 50cc saw. Which, there's something else I was going to show you. I was playing with this yesterday, and we'll have it up and running ASAP. Not tomorrow, not next week, but maybe next month. I got my 75cc big bore 372 on there. That's my regular weekend cutter. Love this saw, and everyone loves them. 371, but I got the 375cc OEM cylinder on it. No pop-up, no squish cutting, nothing like that. Deleted the base gasket, ported it properly, dual pipe muffler, slightly smooth bored the carburetor a tad, standard OEM carburetor. These carburetors work great. So yeah, there's a couple of my other old ones I'm going to deal with. Husky 1100, motor's perfect shape on that thing. C51 Homelite. Buckins 5200 Poulan. And the beautiful little Mini Mac. I'm going to do a series on Mini Macs, stripping them down and putting them together. It was one of the first saws I ever worked on when I was a child. And a bunch of my other ones in the collections here. A bunch of old cart pipes, McCall 850s. There's that old IEL Pioneer. Unfortunately, ain't gonna be happening, but that's such cool too. I want to show the intake system on that. Some old kart engines. Prella reed valve, TT75, one of the fastest reed valve direct drive motors out there, and an IAMI reed jet, which is the newer version of that Prella, water cooled direct drive. Had a beautiful carburetors on them, like the IBA here. Smooth bore carburetor. That's what that carburetor came off of, and that's be going on one of my race saws. So I just wanted to show you that stuff. I forgot to show you that. I've got my old press set up here so I can press crankcases and bearings in. So yeah, I'm fixing this place up some more. Yeah, get at these other projects later. So for now, busy. Got to get a couple of 500s done here for a friend of mine, Side Hill Falling. And yeah, Steve Venus's company. Steve Venus, his dad was the boss at Northwest Bay Division here with Weyerhaeuser years ago. He was one of our managers when I had the falling contract there for the saws. And yeah, now he's got one of the biggest falling companies on the island here. Done a lot of saws for him. He's got his own mechanic, but we sell them to him and then they maintain them. Get on to my Starbucks here, finish it off, and get to work. Keep your saw in the wood, stick in the ice, rubber on the road. Check out the walkersawshop.com online store. Have a great week. Again, almost a month till Christmas. Sorry about that. So, have a great week. Keep smiling. Bye.